Starting from the beginning will always be challenging, inspired and wishing to move, to speak, to make, just like them, wishing to flow without the stutter, like waves, like water. Now discover, observe the subtle movements made by experienced, lifelong learning students. Listen to the invisible, unheard decisions that come and go. It's something we'll someday know. Starting from the beginning can be intimidating. We have an ego that's constantly disrupting. We're insecure yet wanting. This inner fire's burning brightly. This hunger is deeply haunting. Trying to find the courage to jump in at the beginning, comparing ourselves to what can be. Sometimes it is misleading because the first steps will be the imperfect step. This means we're tripping, stumbling, and falling. We're pushed into the shallow end. It is all it takes. Learning the ropes instead of drowning, which is high stakes. With our mentors and guides, we follow their footsteps as we are now self-proclaimed novices, beginners, and apprentice. They balance the essence of empathy. They reminisce the burdens you now carry. They have patience. Getting good at something doesn't happen at that instance. They have persistence. They've learned to push beyond their existing limits. They now awaken your spirits. You start your journey to learn, acquire, and inherit a lifelong, multi-generational craft. The first step on the road in creating your own work-in-progress rough draft. Learning from the beginning is like solving a riddle, stuck in the middle of knowing and not knowing. To understand it, you need to play, to make sense of it in your own unique way. Like the curious, they twist and turn, they mix and churn, they yearn to learn by themselves and with others. They forget that the clock ticks, that 10 seconds of joy equates to an hour grinding in something that makes them sick. They forget that they're being watched to be critiqued. The struggle to comply will be outshined by the thing that makes them unique, all to discover the deepest secrets of what makes them alive. The quest to grow is now what they strive. We need space, the place where one thrives, into the craft that one drives, a space where we can make those mistakes, redos and retakes. But for goodness sakes, don't hide wondering what can be. Confide in those moments so that you can finally see. Practice in a safe space that fills us with support and might. We see the end goal close by and in sight. Feeling safe enough to fall, enough to get up, though we are exhausted enough to crawl. With practice, we move one step at a time. We are relentless. We push through on repeat. We can attest. For every step we know, we flow, now we grow. Until we've completed a mission, knowing we've met a small goal. Trying from the beginning can be overwhelming. How many moves do I have to make? How many steps do I have to take? How many sunrises and sunsets do I have to witness for me to fully understand this? Realize it takes effort, patience, and perseverance. We need trials and tribulations. We need challenges and competitions. We need to test ourselves within our own time limits, where the heart palpitates and accelerates. Understand the path to mastery is not a race, it's a lifelong marathon we need to pace. Nervous when obstacles faces us, nervous, a feeling we need to trust, necessary to assess our own personal progress, our areas of strengths and areas of weakness, to reflect, grow, and make our own personal transformations. But I'm challenged that the inner child is dismayed. This is not play, this is not a game, it is not okay to celebrate the earned percentage, score, or grade. We should be celebrating the connections that our brain has made. As the game of learning today is about earning, about pleasing those around us who are unrealistically expecting, we perpetuate this one-size-fits-all paradigm instead of giving our learners the tools and chance to shine. We've created a monstrous culture where mastery is replaced by merit. Just because you received an A does not mean you internalized it. You just know how to play the game of school, but it's you and I who will never fool. As we can see your shallow depths, it's like a transparent tide pool. From now on, let our mission be to help them find that spark that takes root with a single seed. It's hibernating in the depths of the dark. As it sprouts, they see their horizon. Let's nurture them so they can land and flourish on their own island. The road to mastery is untamed. It is not for the faint of heart. It's a path that few will travel. It's a path filled with pain. It feels insane, realizing learning to master something can be trained so that you can gain and attain. Mastery is a necessity when facilitated compassionately. Our learners sculpt their character and shape their destiny. When the sun finally sets, I want our learners to realize what is known. They've mastered something that they now own.